after 3 crazy beautiful days in Banff. Coming up the Icefields Parkway and the glacier and seeing all that awesome stuff, we ventured into Jasper. And here we are coming into Jasper.
Cool. You saw that bear on the edge of town?
Yep. I think I might have your video of that. And here's the kids just walking around looking at those trinkets. You're seeing the train rolling through town. And yeah, here's that elk, I think it was that we saw. Up by the bear. We didn't have a good video of the bear. And here's one to that cool Jamaican place with the beer and ice cream. We weren't too hungry because we ate at the glacier. So here's that video of the Airbnb that we had that night. Just showing it real quick. Very nice. So that was pretty much it for that night in Jasper. It was pretty relaxed. We hung out at the Airbnb and then we got up the next morning and had breakfast here at Smitty's.
To breakfast, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So, what you're gonna do is gonna hit it like this. So, you gotta just make this line to make it stop.
And they were so nice at Smitty's.
And
they gave us those dinosaur toys. Oh, and then he busted his head. Oh.
They got ice packs like this.
Visitor center.
Yeah, they loved that. And then we were just walking around checking out that is that a bear?
Jasper the bear.
Jasper the bear. Everybody takes their kids there and measures them up every year, all the locals.
And we went and played at the playground.
Oh yeah, we don't have any footage of that, but that's okay. Oh, and there's the bear eating the guy's pizza. And going back to the room, it was just hot that day, and then it started getting hazy. And they were saying sorry, for the bit of haze going around town. It was like 2 hectares, I thought, at that time. Don't quote me. And then we went over to the lakes, Lake Annette, and
Lake Edith.
yeah. So we just hung out there.
This is played with those boys and that family.
Oh yeah. And you can see it's starting to get hazy there. Yeah, it was over 32 Celsius that day. Here's that the Fairmont Jasper Park Lodge. And that's when things started getting interesting that night. We were just hanging out.
We got carry out, the kids fell asleep.
Yep. We got carry out Mexican. And the Airbnb host, you want to mention that?
So she came and knocked on the door. We hadn't met them yet, and she was just like, hey, I don't know if you have heard, but wanted to let you know that there are some fires going around the park, and there's an alert to evacuate right now. It's just an alert, nothing to be concerned about, but just to have your stuff ready in case we need to go. So a lot of people are getting gassed right now.
And so we went upstairs. Me and Theo had already went outside, and it was like a dust storm out there. It was just super windy. We went outside again to just check the scene after she said that. That's when we took this snap. And then we decided let's do this. Let's get out of here. And here's some of the just pictures of leaving town. When I just got on the road, they said head west toward Valemount, BC. And we beat the traffic out of there for the most part. Everybody was still getting gas. We had half a tank, so we just kept going. And here's the video that the guy at our okay. Here's the video that a guy that we met the next day shared with us.
Trees right there on fire.
Yeah, the whole road's burning. Holy shit. Someone purposely lighting these? That they took from their camper on the glacier. And they just went out the day before, and they were there that night. And they had to drive back to their camper to get it and get out. They had their tow vehicle, and they had to drive back to their camper, get it, and get out of there. And then we just kind of go on, and we're driving into the night. All right, so it's 10:56 Western time, as we just crossed over a little bit ago. So it's 2 o'clock in the morning our time at home, but would be midnight Mountain Time. So we came out of Jasper under evacuation alert, headed toward Valemount, British Columbia, from our Airbnb host advice. Packed up our stuff, most of it. So did the rest of the town of Jasper. Then about an hour ago it became official. There's like 100 cars behind me with their brights on, all heading down into British Columbia. Most are heading to Kamloops, just 3 hours away.
You skipped the part where we got to Valemount and there was no place to stay. They told us we could go.
All right, so there was no place to stay in Valemount. They told us we could go to the community center. They might have a cot available or something.
They were opening up beds for the evacuees.
They were opening up beds, yeah. So we jumped on Airbnb, and I found a room like an hour south, which is in like a shared home with all these other people, but you know, Blue River.
Here we come.
Here we come.
Valemount was, all the hotels were out there. There was like 5 hotels or so, and everyone was sold out. And they said, just keep on driving toward Kamloops. We managed to find an Airbnb in Blue River, and this is that. This is driving over that single lane bridge.
That's kind of scary.
And it ended up being this river safari, and the next morning we took the tour with them, as many of these tourists did. And by mid-morning it was just filled up with their cars and campers. And it was probably the sickest thing we did on that trip. We'll have to make another video of that. So after we did that in the morning, we got out of there and hit the road toward Kamloops. seeing some more fires popping up along the way, but nothing that drastic. We still didn't realize if Jasper was going to get hit that bad.
We thought we might even go back that night.
Yeah.
But then we realized we couldn't, so had to keep driving.
On the video? Is it? Who's that? Is that your bear?
Yes, this is my bear.
Aww.
I love my bear.
Aww. Hey. There's our people from Colorado right there, and there's our tour we're going to take in a little while. Say that again?
This is so cool. Probably $100.
And then in Kamloops, there we stopped at the Dairy Queen to get Wi-Fi, and that's when you... Pictures of Rube and Luz.
Beautiful.
Tracks which will take us directly to the water.
Found another Airbnb in Sicamous, which was very nice, and it was some grandparents. They had toys for kids, and it was a very nice room they had renovated and made into an Airbnb in the side of their house. And there's Lucy playing with that. And so the next day that was our last day there. We had a hotel booked in Calgary that night, so all we had to do was get there. So we're driving through, and they recommended the Enchanted Forest, so we stopped there.
Yeah, that was cool.
Well, yeah, Lucy really enjoyed that. We enjoyed that.
Very unique.
Okay, I got him.
Yeah. We also saw, this is, what do they call this? The last stake of where, the last spike of what was pounded into the CPR, the Canadian Pacific Railway. Then we were in Golden having dinner, and we had to gas up. We were getting low on gas at that point, under an eighth of a tank probably. And the power went out at our dinner.
Yeah, we had just ordered, and the power went out. So Nick got up and left and went and got gas because we still had a few hours to drive, and we didn't have anywhere to stay in Golden that night. Like, we needed to get to Calgary, so we needed gas. So he just left and went to find some gas.
So we're halfway to Calgary from, where the heck were we? I don't know, we're in Golden right now. We're having dinner and gonna fill up with gas, and then the power went out everywhere. So we're gonna see if this one starts back up here. Hopefully it will. We can get some gas because we're almost empty. We gotta get back to Calgary another 4 hours tonight. Yeah, on the third gas station I was They were rebooting the thing, finally able to get some.
Road and everything would grind to a complete halt. It is so much better now.
And the smoke started rolling in, and that's when things got pretty scary. And we just had to drive through these mountain passes and hoping it would blow over, and it basically did. But it was still just hazy toward Calgary. It smelled like a bonfire. And we made it, and we're just, made it to the hotel, and our thoughts and prayers are with everybody in Jasper. The latest estimates were 33% of the town was lost, and we're just hoping for the best for them and for all the firefighters and first responders.
Yeah.
And beautiful area. We'd love to go back, I would say.
Absolutely.
Hopefully we can someday. All right. I guess we're good.
Some sort really, but as one of you earlier guessed that one of our residents, it is a chance to rebuild